Talking about today. All gray, all handsome, and with very expectant eyes. His life is about to blow you away. In the next 4 minutes, this is the man we're talking about. Now, Kwame Bediako was born on July 7, 1945, around the world wars. My brother, my sister, and he died on the 10th day of June in 2008. Now, he was born, my brother, my sister, in Ekropong, right there in Ghana. He was the son of a police inspector who was always on transfer. He was transferred all the way to Accra at the police training depot. And because of his journey from Ekropong to Accra, he was able to learn how to speak Ga. Naturally, at home, they spoke Twi. So he spoke two powerful Ghanaian languages, Ga and Twi, growing up. Now, his grandfather was a catechist. You know who a catechist is? He was a Presbyterian catechist and an evangelist. And he went around preaching the Bible. And when he was going around, he would take his little grandson along with him. And together, they will be preaching to the communities that they visited. So he grew up learning the Bible and knowing some of the rudiments of the Bible. Today, we're talking about Kwame Bediako. He went to secondary school at Manasseh School in Cape Coast. Originally founded as part of a British Methodist mission. Later, my brother, my sister, after Manasseh, he picked up the Bible, learned the Bible so well, and he was called a little pastor when he was in school. Oh, he preached the Bible. It was so effortless for him to preach the Bible. Somewhere along the line, he gained a scholarship to study in France. And when he arrived in France, Bordeaux, to be very specific, to study at the University of Bordeaux, he became an atheist. He didn't believe in God anymore. He didn't believe in the Bible anymore. He saw the Bible as a figment of the imaginations of the early Europeans who came to Africa. He didn't believe that there was anybody called God. In fact, the man who was born into a Presbyterian home, the man who started off by becoming an assistant catechist and an evangelist, a man who knew the Bible even before he turned 15, today was an atheist. In France, he mingled with a lot of people who did not believe in God and did not believe in the Bible. He was so free as a free thinker. And he regretted ever thinking that there was God and that the Bible was any worthy book at all. Kwame Bediako moved on. He grabbed his very first doctorate whilst he was in Bordeaux. Hey, and then one day there was a prayer meeting which he chanced upon. And then he realized that it was not just a prayer meeting, but it was a crusade that was happening. He stood there. And while he stood there, he was just waiting for the preacher man to make mistakes with the Bible quotations so that he would laugh at him and go away, because he knew the Bible too well. And he knew that every Christian was ignorant. They did not know that there was nothing like God and that the Bible was nothing but a fake book. So he stood there watching the preacher man. The preacher man was preaching and he was waiting for the quotations to come. As the preacher man was preaching, something hit him deep in the middle of his head. And when it hit him, he had a voice speaking to him. Why are you running away from the truth? Why are you running away from the truth? He turned around and didn't see anybody. He fainted immediately. He woke up in the middle of the podium where the preacher man was preaching. He opened his eyes and was embarrassed that he was lying on top of the podium that he wanted to tease. And then when the preacher man stretched his hand over to him, he told him, young man, God has called you to preach. Why are you running away from God? From that day, he got reconverted into Christianity, and he believed that there truly is somebody called God and that the Bible is not a fake book after all. So many answers he got from the Bible. The questions that made him become an atheist, he answered everything. he went for another degree, another doctorate degree, and this time round he went to the University of Aberdeen. And Andrew Wallace, my brother, my sister, and that was what he was. Andrew Finlay Wallace was a British historian of missions, and he helped him to study his history even more. And when Kwame Bediako was done, he also studied a little bit of theology. He later became the first rector of the Akrofi Christola Institute for Theology, Mission and Culture, a university dedicated to the study and the documentation of the Christian history, thought, and life in Ghana. Oh my God. My brother, my sister. He returned to Ghana and went into full-time ministry. His PhD at Aberdeen was published in 1999, and he himself became a very powerful preacher. He understood that vernacular language was very important in the spread of Christianity, and of course in understanding the Bible in toto. My brother, my sister, today we're talking about Kwame Bediako. Kwame Bediako wrote a number of theses and also books. He wrote Jesus and the Gospel of Africa. My brother, my sister, this was published in the year 2000. He also wrote Christianity in Africa, the renewal of a non-Western religion. So now, this was written after he came back to Christianity, realizing and getting to know that Christianity is, after all, not a Western religion. My brother, my sister, he also wrote in 1999, Theology and Identity, the Impact of Culture upon Christian Thought in the 2nd century and in modern Africa. Today we remember Kwame Bediako. He fell ill and he died of natural causes on the 10th of June in 2008 at the age of 62. Oh, Papa. Papa, uninyaminkowate. Oh, Uncle Kwame. Yeah, Uncle Kwame. Uninyaminkowate. Why be wate? Uncle Missy, why be I? Missy, I be Papa. Uninyaminko. Yeah, Uncle Kwame. Uncle Kwame, Missy Baba, you. Uncle Kwame, Uninyaminko, what? Uncle Kwame, Missy Uninyaminko. Yeah, Uncle Kwame. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what you do, be an any olea mini oba feye zunda kagame mezaka yini. Ye pa bango bokaya nfifia ye nyanuka na woba na enwebe ye dendele anjima singa be kone. Lele anjima singa beri. It's been the story of Manasseh Kwame Dakwa Bediako, the man who was born a Christian, the man who became a Christian catechist and evangelist, the man who decided to throw away the Bible and the Bible's God, and he became an atheist. The man who retraced his footsteps and became a Christian again. And this time around, a very powerful man who went around teaching the words of the gospel. Papa. Papa. It's been the African history class. And my name, Blakk Rasta Papa the year.
Papa mula home, mama mula.